Welcome to this explainer on Exodus 23. Think of it as the ultimate survival guide for newly freed slaves.
Seriously, how do you build a whole nation from scratch? Let's dive right into this ancient blueprint.
First up, moral integrity. It strictly warns against following the crowd or giving in to mob mentality.
Civil justice was absolutely foundational. We're talking no false reports, zero bribes, and totally fair trials.
Interestingly, protecting strangers was a huge deal, tied directly to the Israelites' own past trauma in Egypt.
Now get this contrast. The rules demand totally unexpected empathy, even when dealing with your enemies.
Like, if your enemy's donkey is struggling under a heavy load, you are legally obligated to help them.
Beyond civil laws, their entire ancient life was radically structured around divine cycles of the number 7.
This rhythm and mandatory rest. You pause work on the 7th day and rest the land every 7th year.
Who benefits from this enforced break? Literally everyone. The land, the poor, animals, and even strangers get refreshed.
Next up, religious loyalty was absolute. The text strictly prohibited even mentioning the names of rival gods.
Their whole agricultural calendar was structured around 3 mandatory, nationwide annual festivals. It was the law.
These feasts marked crucial milestones, remembering the Exodus, celebrating the first harvest, and gathering crops at year's end.
Rituals were wild and specific, like banning leavened bread with blood or boiling a kid in its mother's milk. Then, an epic shift. God promises to send a powerful, protective angel to guide them to a prepared place.
But there's a catch, right? This divine protection required absolute obedience. You had to follow his voice perfectly.
If they obeyed, they were guaranteed an unstoppable military alliance against any approaching enemies or adversaries.
The rewards for loyalty were absolutely staggering. Blessed food, removed sickness, and a guarantee of long-fulfilled lifespans.
To build this utopia, specific rival nations, like the Amorites and Canaanites, were explicitly marked for complete divine overthrow.
They even used peculiar psychological warfare. I mean, we're talking divine fear and literal swarms of hornets.
But counterintuitively, this massive conquest wasn't an overnight thing. It was mandated as a surprisingly slow strategic rollout.
So why the gradual pace? Taking territory slowly prevented the land from becoming desolate and wild beasts from multiplying.
The text then maps out the epic geographical borders promised to establish and secure this brand new nation. Finally, they instituted an absolute ban on treaties or cultural assimilation, avoiding any fatal spiritual snares.
So what do you think? How does this ancient nation-building blueprint continue to impact our modern world today?